Hold on now. I'm hearing that Doechii violated Aiden Ross. That's what I'm hearing. That's the talk on the street. I'm a little late to this. I don't know if this came out a day or two ago, but you know, the allegations have been circling around that Doechii's an industry plant, and then Top Dog and Capitol Records are boosting their numbers. You know, whatever. A lot of us are acting like we know industry things and we don't. It's all speculation. But to say that I've been saying this for a while. So this on another reaction. Her whole career has been documented, and even the things that have surfaced of her performing in the crowd look emptier. You got to take into consideration optics and perception, like where she wasn't even in the United States. Like she was like performing at a festival. Like it wasn't even her concert. They were here for other people. So they're saying that, Anxiety being this big record, it's not really her. She has no impact. Why did Alligator Bites Never Heal sell 30,000? Stuff like that, right? But if you want full thoughts on that, I'll leave that in the iCard at the video at the end. I'll also leave her mixtape. It was more of a mixtape. It wasn't an album. Alligator Bites Never Heal. If you want to watch that, I'll leave that as an iCard or end card at the end of the video. If you want to watch this and go to another video, let's do that. But let's go into Girl Get Up. I'm excited. This is perfect clapback music.
Sipping my kombucha on a rooftop, smoking Blue Dream on my Kama Sutra. Life is but a dream for a dark-skinned bitch like me. Life gets dark when you're dark like me. Times get hard with a heart this big. Mouths get fed when your ass this thick. Count my sheep, then I catch my Z's. I don't read y'all tweets, I delete y'all threads. Don't need weed to be 10 feet tall. I don't need keys when I knock down walls. Been pushing peace since bathroom stalls. Why sell my soul when I know I'm God? I be in the bag, levitating, doing meditation. In me, girl, get up. Taking on all confrontation. Fuck a limitation. In me, girl, get up. Somehow I know it all. Everything is mine. All that industry plant shit whack. I see it on the blogs. I see you in the chats. You suck every rap nigga dick from the back. But what's the agenda when that it girl black? Y'all can't fathom that I worked this hard, and y'all can't fathom that I earned this chart. Y'all can't stand my vibe cause I'm anointed. All y'all evil assholes just annoying. Blame it on the fame, blame it on the coke, blame it on the Douce, got you feeling low. Y'all wanna believe I'm on drugs and forsaken. They won't credit me so they blame it on Satan. Blame it on my label, blame it on my team. End of the day, everything is on me. Miss Bag Lady, Little Messiah, Little Miss hire them hoes, then fire them. I be in the bag, levitating, doing meditation. In me, girl, get up. Taking on all confrontation. Fuck a limitation. In me, girl, get up. Somehow I know it all. Everything is mine, mine. They calling me the intellect amongst the pussy rap. I still be popping pussy than my sister, so I can't agree with that. These niggas misogynistic, I'll address it on the album. For now, let's sink it to the fact that hate don't make you powerful. Y'all monitoring spirits, go monitor that checkbook. Fashion week was radical, diamonds what my neck took. Tried to turn the other cheek, but y'all just too damn extra. I had to take it to the stew and show these niggas pressure. Father forgive them, they gon' be hurt when I deliver. The album's 6 months old and need a fucking babysitter. I did 8 years of failing, plus a lot of cold winners. Used to be a starving artist, now I want the whole dinner. Bitch, I want my
This being a what happened to, I was like, what? I know those drums. This being a what happened to that boy sample. In the whole, that should get deep. That this being pretty much what happened to that boy being probably the start of the whole beef that Pusha T inherited, like the whole Clips versus Wayne, and then TDE being pulled into that via Kendrick, and Kendrick saying, I don't like you popping shit at Pharrell for you. I inherit the beef, right? Because they can't get near the dot, they're going to, academics and all the different media, they're going to be saying that, okay, you're accusing Drake of botting, you're accusing, why don't you go help your label mates? Why don't you go help them get hot? Why don't you whatever? It looks like y'all botting to me, so with this being the sample and her clapping back, beautiful.
I want my things. Nissan to a Bentley coupe, fuck you mean. Got a cosign from K-Dot. She's baby king. God keep me from the bitterness. Help me reach the masses. All the black women gon' fit this shit. I be in the bag levitating, doing meditation. And me girl, get up. Picking on all confrontation. Fuck a limitation. And me girl, get up. Someone I know it all. Everything is mine.
That's fire. Yeah, I think this was a very smooth clapback. The album's 6 months old and need a fucking babysitter. This kind of reminds me, like, she reminds me a lot of Tyler in terms of just like how she puts things together and her energy. She always reminded me of Tyler, Doechii, that is. Very light on a clapback. And I think all this is aimed at AKADEMIKS right here. Blaming on the fame, blaming on the cloak, blaming on Doechii got you feeling low. Blaming on the out, you know what I mean? With a little Jamie Foxx type of callback. Taking on all the confrontation, limitation, hear me girl, get up. I like all this. And the SZA's the perfect person because she don't like AKADEMIKS either. And I'm sure she doesn't like ADIN Ross either. So she like, girl, my ops is your ops and vice versa. Like, but this is very smooth. And she's saying that the album is coming. Let me just get this out the way first, and I'm gonna roll out the big one. And there's been a lot of criticism of her, and first week sales is becoming null and void. It's not going to be a metric that's going to be very important going forward. You know, I don't think so, in my opinion. I could be wrong. We can look 10 years in the future, but there's a bunch of albums that don't sell well in the beginning, and they end up selling. They outpace a lot of people. They outpace, and they become platinum, or they become gold eventually, because you know your digital catalog, especially how it's set up on streaming, that it's all real estate. So the more she tours, the more she, and we're not going to hear the last of Doechii, the more she tours, the more hits she delivers, which she will, the more albums, the more people that get on board, the more fans that become a part of her musical journey. They will go back to the old stuff and it will boost those sales. That's just how it's going to work. So this is going to become a thing of the past, or maybe even just like a documentation, like, oh, you sold this much. It's going to be more of an inspiration than a diss, if anything. This started off here and it ended up here 5 or so years later. Nobody's going to say it took this long. Why did it take you this long? It's going to be more about staying power with her, because she has the talent, the presence, the stage presence, everything to remain in this business. The only way she exits is if she wants to, and she wants to do other things. But I see her being in this industry for a very long time. That's going to be a thing of the past. And plus, I think that with there being a renaissance and reemergence, you know, probably within the last 5 years of girl rap, she's one of the more talented ones. So there's always going to be a need for one representation for dark-skinned women in media and in hip-hop. 2, someone that's talented as a woman. And 3, someone that delivers hits. So with all those together, you have the perfect ingredients for staying power for Doechii. So I feel like this is laughable for Doechii. I think that she took the time off to really get the album right and probably live life. There's a balance there. And I think that the people like Joe Budden was like, you don't think it's alarming that Doechii's been quiet this long? And, you know, I had to wait and see. You know, I'm not to say that Joe Budden is right on everything, but he has his times where he's telegraphed things and was like, that's going to be something that's going to happen. Y'all just wait on it. And that was the forecast that happened in the recent memory, with Drake and Kendrick. He's been saying this is going to happen for years, a decade prior, and it happened. Not to say that he's Nostradamus for everything, but, you know, he has his radar, and oftentimes he's right. I wasn't going to jump on board and saying that maybe things were botted with Doechii. Maybe things look a little fuzzy in the light. We haven't really given her that grace to deliver that. That was a mixtape that she delivered, Alligator Bites Never Heal. And she said, let me do this. Like that. She said that in the mixtape. Like, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to get back to the hits. I want to rap. And then she's going to get into the album where there's going to be a lot more hits. It's going to be more of a balance. It's kind of be, in my opinion, it's going to be the balance that Doja Cat does with her albums. But who knows? You know. And when you've delivered hits in the past, I think you have the luxury and you have that type of like leeway with your label to be able to have more artistic and creative control. And that's hard to do on a major label. It's neither here nor there. Great record from two amazingly talented artists. You let me know in the comment box what you think down below. Steve Levino's always. I'll be safe.